Hello, and welcome to Acuity. In this virtual presentation, we are going to take you on a tour of our headquarters, introduce you to some of our employees, and teach you about the insurance industry. Let's start with a brief history. Acuity Insurance opened for business in 1925. Back then, it was known as the Mutual Auto Insurance Company of the town of Herman. Fast forward 32 years to 1957, the company changed its name to Heritage Mutual Insurance Company, and it stayed that way for many years. After our current CEO, Ben Salzman, took over, we changed the name again to, you guessed it, Acuity Insurance. About 1,600 people work at Acuity. Many of them work at the headquarters in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. The rest are field employees spread out around the country. Maybe we should back up for a minute and explain what insurance is. Insurance provides protection against a possible unforeseen event. Acuity is a property and casualty insurance company. That means we insure property, like houses, apartments, and company buildings, and then casualty, like injuries or theft. As an example, let's say you have a bike that you really love, and you don't want anything to happen to it. What if you could have someone promise that if something did happen to it, they would replace it? So in order for that promise to happen, you have to pay them a certain amount of money each month. Let's say you start paying your parents $5 every month, and they promise that if anything happens to your bike, they will either replace the bike or fix it. Then, while riding your bike, one of your tires falls off, causing you to crash, and the bike is destroyed. Because you paid your parents $5 every month, they will make sure you have a properly functioning bike again. The purpose of insurance is to get you back to 100%. One of the most common jobs at Acuity is an underwriter. An underwriter's job is to analyze risk, to determine if Acuity wants to insure someone or something. At Acuity, we have personal underwriters and commercial underwriters. Personal underwriters write insurance policies for individuals and things within their possession, like their homes, cars, or things that they own inside their apartment. Commercial underwriters write insurance policies for businesses, like a construction or trucking company. Let's meet a few commercial underwriters who can tell us more.
We in underwriting work with independent agents that send us business. When these accounts come in, the underwriter analyzes different aspects about the business, and then they decide if it's something we want to insure. Then if we do, they're involved in setting the final rate that they'll pay for their insurance.
On a day-to-day basis, I have the great opportunity of working with and learning about a multitude of industries, but also the businesses within those industries on a very specific level.
You get these commercial accounts in, and they're all unique. They have their own characteristics. You analyze them, and then you determine whether we can partner with those accounts or not.
Despite my background and my degree being in finance, risk, and insurance, you don't have to have any sort of background like that to be an underwriter. My training class was filled with people with communications degrees, marketing degrees, and people from all walks of life.
I would encourage everyone to consider underwriting as a career. It's very rewarding. It has opportunities for advancement, and overall it's the perfect mix of working with people, working with numbers, and you would be working with a great team.
Another important job at Acuity is a claims representative. We have two different types, inside claims reps and field claims reps. If you are an inside claims rep, you work here in the building to help our insureds when unforeseen events happen and to explain their policy and coverage. If you are a field claims rep, you go out into the public to investigate, take pictures, and assess accidents that happen. Let's find out what it's like to be a claims rep.
As a claims representative, you are the face of Acuity and help our policyholders in times of need.
Helping people, especially when it's one of the worst days of their lives, and letting them know that everything's going to be all right.
That's something that we get to help them with. Sometimes it's somebody who can just reassure them that everything's going to be okay, to paying and helping them repair their vehicle because they need to get to work the next day.
As a claims representative, you investigate losses that our insureds have. An automobile accident, may it be a property damage claim. You determine with your investigation whether or not there is coverage under the policy, as well as what kind of damages there are, and in the end, you are responsible to reach fair settlements with the insured.
Now that you know what underwriters and claims reps do, I'm going to explain some of the other jobs at Acuity. Our IT department, also known as Information Technology, has many different types of jobs. There are programmers, technical support analysts, and cybersecurity. All of these employees work together to make sure our technology and software is running smoothly and that our information is kept safe online. Employees who work in IT need to be good at problem solving. They have to understand computers and technology, and they need to be able to use math effectively. Now let's talk about business systems. This department at Acuity works closely with our IT department to identify, evaluate, and develop systems, procedures, and practices to meet the needs of the company. So what does that mean? Let's have a few business analysts explain.
Our job is to make sure the system, such as the website or the claims processing system, is as easy to use as possible for our users.
We research topics and analyze data to develop technical solutions, and then we relate ideas to both our technical and non-technical staff.
What attracted me most to the business analyst position was the amount of variety that we have in this role.
We partner with claims, underwriting, services, marketing, and IT to design systems and develop processes that meet our customer needs.
Every single day you're going to be working with different people, doing different projects, which keeps it really interesting.
Another department at Acuity is our services department. Employees in services focus on delivering the best customer service to either their fellow employees or to our customers. They keep Acuity running on a day-to-day basis. Some examples of jobs inside the services department are building maintenance, receptionists, mailroom clerks, inventory specialists, processors, and customer service representatives. Let's find out more about what being a customer service representative is like.
In billing, we focus primarily on serving customers, and we service customers both externally and internally.
To me, the billing department offers such a large variety of tasks that you're constantly doing something different each day, or even different hours of the day.
We take a high volume of calls that can be from agents, insureds, and internal employees. We also take care of payment processing, which can be done by phone and also through manually opening mail that's sent to us.
In billing, we are oftentimes the only point of contact for the insured and Acuity.
So it's very important that we give a good impression because that directly reflects on Acuity.
One of the most rewarding parts about being a billing CSR is when a customer calls in.
People will call and they just don't understand a bill or don't understand what's happening with their policy, or they might be in a very stressful situation, a stressful financial situation.
Acuity trusts and empowers us to help them in that moment.
Now that you've met some employees, let's take you on a tour of our headquarters in Sheboygan.
Acuity's building was built in 1984 with 2 major expansions, bringing our total square footage to 1.2 million square feet of open space for people to collaborate and work in. And here we are at Acuity's Charity Wheel, located inside our building. It has 15 gondolas and can seat up to 60 people. We typically use it to host community charity events, but we also use it for our own employee family nights. Here we are in Acuity's Theater in the Round. It can seat up to 2,000 people, and the farthest you are from the speaker is 70 feet. We use this area for company-wide events and live performances. Another place our employees enjoy is The Firm, a 27,000 square foot workout facility, open 24/7 to our employees. Feel the burn! Another thing our employees like to do is join our Acuity Climb Club and scale our 3-story rock climbing wall. Well, that's the end of our tour. Thanks for stopping by.